So on the 30th of August, I posted a video titled "Forcing Myself to Read Every Manga Recommended to Me." And in that video, I got a manga suggested to me by the name of the Ichinose Family DEADLY Sins. In that video, I said, I don't know when, but I'm definitely going to make a video on this. Today's that day. Imagine this. You and your family decide to go on a sudden trip to Fukui, Japan. Driving along the mountain rail, your car spirals out of control, briskly crashing into the guardrails and flipping multiple times, until a sudden stop. The only noise that illuminates the scene are the rustling leaves that swing among the starry night, alongside the debris from the raging flame from your vehicle. Quickly, you and your family are rushed to the hospital when suddenly...
Big brother! Hey, big brother! Who's...
Tsubasa! Tsubasa, thank goodness you're awake. Hurry, call the nurse. I'm sorry, but who are you all? More specifically, who is Tsubasa?
Do you remember who you are? Your name?
Who am I? You have got to be kidding me. The Ichinose Family DEADLY Sin is a manga about a family who is experiencing amnesia. Being sent to the hospital after they crash, it's revealed none of them remember who they are. Not a single one of them remember their name, face, and the people they once called family. It's all gone. Despite scans showing no abnormalities or patterns in the brain, the doctor concludes that it's most likely due to shock from the incident and assures them it should return as the day passes. Panic and stress arises amongst them, specifically his sister Shiori, worried that all the times they spent together, the memories they created, the unforgettable moments will all be for nothing. But despite all of that, Tsubasa reassures her that even if they could never retain their lost memories, they've still got each other's back. And as long as they have each other's back, everything will be fine. They all get discharged from the hospital. Entering their house, they are greeted with a plethora of trash.
Wow, it's kind of a mess, isn't it? Well, to be fair, we haven't been home in a while.
Moving through the pile of trash, they head to their room, hoping to find something of use that could lead to their memories returning. They each grab the key to their room and open the door.
But I can't believe we each have our own rooms. Well, I'm glad I have a room to myself and that I can lock the door.
Huh? Whatever their past was before the incident wasn't all sunshine and rainbow. Behind their carefree attitude and exuberant expression hides something ominous and dark. Why was Tsubasa's room plastered with writings all saying the same thing? Die. Why did each and every one of them hide what was behind their door when having dinner? Why were they all horrified at what they saw once they opened their door? And what is their true past? The Ichinose Family DEADLY Sins constantly— did I mention all of this happened in the first chapter? The Ichinose Family DEADLY Sins constantly leaves you with questions and a feeling of desperately wanting to know what's gonna happen next. There's never a dull moment. Its story is fearless and daring, and the driving force behind it all are simply two words: plot twist. Every good story that manages to keep you invested in what's being told has some sort of a wow factor, something that leaves your mouth open like this. Think about some of your favorite stories, whether that be in the form of movies, anime, manga, or even video games. Plot twist adds a layer of immersion and keeps you on your toes. And in the case of this manga, it doesn't stray away from that concept at all. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Tsubasa would go to school as normal and even gets greeted by someone claiming to be his best friend, laughing and joking, even getting along with his classmates. Tsubasa felt like he found someplace that he could call.
It really is hilarious that you forgot.
The real Tsubasa was someone who would always get bullied and harassed by his classmate. Yesterday, milk would get thrown at him the next day. He would often get put into doing mundane jobs that were set for someone else. And it's here that Tsubasa found out who he really was. But push a man to his breaking point, and even the tiniest voice builds up and finds the courage to speak back.
You're the disgusting one, you damn stupid.
The next day, he would come to school prepared for the worst, when all of a sudden the roles are reversed. Someone recorded the entire scene and now made the butt of the joke Yuki. But knowing Tsubasa's character, surely he wouldn't stoop down to his level. I'm not about to forgive you. Bow down and lick the floor. Wait, what? Plot twist. Shiori is practically the complete opposite when compared to her older brother. She doesn't get bullied and for the most part, lives a pretty normal life. Out of all of her family members, she's really the only person who holds the same worries and distance herself from everybody else. Tsubasa might have found a clue as to who he was, but she still feels like she doesn't really understand who she is. Fast forwarding into the chapter, Tsubasa's school is holding some sort of an event, and out of pure coincidence, she pops up with a way older man. I mean, she's 13 and the guy is 28. It's later revealed that her past self used to hang out with him, and as a way to regain her memories, she did what she believed her old self would have done, as a way to trigger her old memories, despite not wanting to be there at all. But the biggest twist is what's behind her room. Now, I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but let's just say it's a huge contrast to how she acts today. Plot twist. I can sit here for hours talking about all the different twists and turns the story has, but it's best to experience them for yourself. You might be thinking, I've spoiled a decent bit, but I've covered about this much of the story. We haven't even scratched the surface of it yet. I literally have a message in my note that reads, "What the hell is going on?" I think when it comes to genres, mystery is a category that doesn't get much light, despite having some of the best written works. Heavenly Delusion, Monster, Link Click, Land of the Illustrious, Ghost Stories. Wait, how the hell did this slip in here?
Think of a big black man chasing you!
To name a few, are all renowned shows that have made a name for themselves. A question I've been struggling to answer while making this video is, what is the appeal of mystery? Why do many people, such as myself, resonate and find enjoyment from it? Is it the thrill of the unknown? The thrill of wanting to find the answer to something we don't know? Perhaps it's even the small clues and context that are shown throughout a mystery story that allows us to sit back and play detective. I think what makes this manga so great is how the author Taizen 5 is able to slowly reveal information to its viewers and make something as simple as amnesia into a hyper complex story. Going into mild spoiler territory, Tsubasa recalls the night of the accident and the events that happened prior to the wreck. As soon as the car crashes into the guardrail, he wakes up, back at the same hospital as if the events from the first chapter never happened. But how is this possible when we're now on chapter 10? What's strange about this all is that his previous father is out of the picture and got replaced by this guy claiming to be his dad. Somehow, in some way, no one in the family recognizes the sudden change, and they truly believe this is their real dad. Everyone but his mother, his grandfather, and him. As you continue reading, you slowly learn the blonde hair guy isn't really who we think he is. You get this weird feeling from him and see how he interacts with the main cast of characters. One moment he's on their side, but the next he's shown doing things in secret and is desperately trying to hide their past. You just can't trust him. It's also revealed that they're actually stuck inside of a time loop. The moment Tsubasa woke up again from the hospital, it was his second time, but to his grandfather, that was the 2000th time loop. It's also revealed that when someone comes close to uncovering the truth behind their memories, poof, they get almost deleted from existence. The story shifts from a family trying to regain their memories to them slowly working together to try and solve the time loop whilst uncovering the truth behind who's orchestrating the whole thing. Every encounter is meaningful. Each character you see, meet, is all a piece of the puzzle the story is trying to tell. Yes, the mystery is good. Yes, the story is unpredictable. I haven't even mentioned this yet, but the art has this sublime aura that just fits the series perfectly. But the center of it all are its characters. Tsubasa is a kid and is easily weak, but he's always there to help his family and friends in time of need, and is able to courageously fight his fears when he's needed the most. Whenever anyone is feeling anxious or down, Kozo is always there to lend an open ear and always tries to cheer him up no matter what. Kakeru, despite being timid and shy in nature, does everything in his power to make sure his family is good. Shiori seems like someone you won't like at first, but you learn deep down she's a sweetheart and cares for her family the most. And the rest of the family are all pretty much the same. Despite how tough some days may become or moments of disaster, they all pull through because at the end of the day, they are a family, and that is something truly beautiful.